Hello, this is Cara, and I'm going to continue working on my Christmas golden book. I'm going to work on the cover today, and if you're kind of working along with me, we're going to need our paper cutter, paper trimmer, a ruler, scissors, fabric tack, the book cover, some chipboard, and a pencil. And depending how you decide that you want to do it, you might want some tape, or different people use Tyvek, different things. I am just going to use the fabric. And I'll show you what I mean when I get there. But those are the basic tools that I think we're going to need today. All right, so let's get the spine ready to go. So this, I think, came off of the back of a paper pad. I'm not sure. I've used part of it for something. I'm not sure what I used it for, but I think this is going to be perfect for the spine of our golden book. I think I'm going to have to double it up because this is thinner than the book, just by a smidge. So I think I'm going to go ahead and double this up. So I'll show you what I mean. All right, so then we need to decide how thick we want our spine. Let's see. I was thinking 2 inches because, I think 2 inches is going to be good because I have 2 signatures. In my Easter book, look at this spine. This one is mammoth. Yeah, this one is 3 inches. So I think 2 inches, and this one had 4 signatures, so I think 2 inches is going to be perfect. All right, and I'm going to mark with a pencil the height of my golden book. It's a funky number. It's like 7 7/8 or something, so marking it kind of helps eyeball it too. You could do this with a razor blade and a cutter or a mat. I'm going to give it a go. I have a decent blade in here. So let's see. If I go to 2 inches, it's going to take several passes. Make sure it's nice and lined up, nice and straight. And just going to go back and forth. And I could even, if it doesn't, it did, perfect. See, the blade is nice. I was going to say, if it didn't go through, I could start it and then use my scissors for the rest. And then we'll just trim it off here. And then let's mark this other piece. Now, there are a ton of videos on how people do their golden book spine. So you might want to check out different videos and see which one looks the most comfortable for you. This is just what I do. Like I said, there's tons of different ways that people do it. So just kind of check out what works best for you. I love a new blade. It's great. We'll trim this off. Okay. Set that aside. Now let's see. If we put this together, and then we look at our cover. Yeah, this is... Now it's a little bit bigger, but I think... Let's see this way how it looks. No, maybe. Maybe this one will be fine. There's a little bit of a dip. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2, just because. Not perfect either way, but I think we'll do that. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna glue these 2 pieces together. Let's hope the fabric tack is cooperating today. For this part, you could use double-sided tape. You could use other glue. I just happen to have it out, so I'll be using it. That red line tape would always be good. It's nice and strong. So we're just going to smush those together. I'll place them lined up. I'm going to add some clips. And then while this is taking a minute to dry a little bit, then we'll look at our fabric. Another thing, I'm going to set that aside. Another thing with the golden book, I would say just kind of give it a try, give it a go. Your first one might not be exactly what you were thinking, but I think you might surprise yourself too. So don't be afraid. All right, I think this is the fabric I want to use. And let's take a look. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And it's kind of convenient. Actually, that's not convenient. That's not long enough. So we're going to have to go, maybe I don't want my stars to go that way because we need the fabric to be able to go over the edge. And I don't think, I'll be right back. Okay, in my stash, I found another piece that the stars are going the right way and there's enough top and bottom. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take this, glue it, and then it's going to wrap around like this, right? So this is actually a pretty perfect length. So let me tell you how long this is. This is, I can get my ruler going the right way. There we go. This is 11 inches. Wow, on the nose, pretty much. All right, and then we want a 2-inch. We have our 2-inch spine, and then we want some over here and some over here. I don't know if do I want a full inch on either side. What would that look like? Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right, so we'll do an inch for here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go with a little bit more than 4 inches on my fabric. So it's going to be 4 by 11. If you have a fabric cutter, that would be good. I'm going to see what I can do. Just mark it with my pencil. It disappears. There it is. I could just get out my fabric cutter and it would be easier. But let's see if I mark it. Give me a little guide with my scissors. let's see how that looks. The good side like that. Let's see if this fits. Take the clips off. You want a little bit of a gap between so it folds. I think that'll be good. All right. Yeah, I think so. All right, I'm gonna glue this one first, kind of eyeball the middle. And I'm gonna glue that one down. My spine. Fabri-Tac. Come on. All right, then you want to take a card or your finger and kind of smush it so it doesn't leak through, hopefully. You can kind of tell when you need a little more glue. Come on. Oh, come on, Fabri-Tac. And then let's eyeball. I'll put it in the center. This will kind of help us guide where these go. A strip of Fabri-Tac on the back of the book. Same thing, smush it down. And then I'm giving it a little bit of leeway for it to bend. Fold it or smush it down like that, and then we'll do the same thing. Just making sure I have the front of my cover. Oh, goodness. Add some Fabri-Tac. A little smush. Then flip it and down. Let's try that again. And smushy smush. Alright, and then we're going to flip this up and fold it over. The middle again. And over here. And over here. And up here. Nice little frame. And then fold this down. And bend. You might have to fix it, but you want to bend and smush, smush, and add a little more glue if needed. There we go. There we go. Yeah, well, it's good. So, some folks, some people, before they add the fabric, you can do this with washi, you can do it like I said, Tyvek, you would put that down before you put your fabric cover. I just did it this way. I think it'll be okay. Alright, so now, let me get this out of the way. We're going to have another piece of fabric. Hopefully. I should have checked for the middle. In my Easter Golden Book, I used a piece of cardstock, and then I used a decorative punch for the middle. So that's an option. Again, it's up to you. I think for this, I'm going to use fabric. And I'm thinking, if I have time, now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to pull this, if I have time, pull this back up. And then I'm going to put my inside piece of fabric down first. So sorry about that. I just was thinking as I was looking. And then I'm going to put this down. All right, so I need another piece that is 4, let me set that up there, inches wide. Give it a little mark. Again, if you have a rotary cutter or you're a quilter and you have different fabric cutters, please do that. This is actually going to need to be shorter because we're not flipping it over. So what did I say the height was? 8. So let's get a piece that is 8 inches. The fabric deck. The glue on my finger is getting everything messy. All right, here we go. 8. I'll trim that. If you have a directional piece of fabric, make sure you have your direction going the right way. So I think this will look better than the other, than this. Let's see, maybe not. Maybe I want it down. That's a tough call. Huh, maybe I like it like that. Versus, let's see, we'll do one way. Yeah, I like it the other way. All right, so let's go back. And again, personal preference. If you like the look but one way versus the other, please do that. Oh my gosh, fabric tech. Make sure that goes in here. That one's pretty good. And then I think I'm going to have to trim this down just a little bit. I was noticing it's a little more than 8 inches. And if I go in just a little bit, I'm okay with that. I'm just going to take a smidge. Yeah, that looks good to me. I'm going to glue this on. this on. Hi, bud. Like that. And kind of just keep gluing as we go. A little trim right here. Okay, looks good. All right, that looks great. Oh my gosh, the gluey fingers are driving me crazy. Yeah, that looks good. And that's good too. All right, the odds are we'll add lace or trim or something here. So if your edges aren't perfect, that will hide that. Same with up here in the front. I think it's okay that we covered a little bit of the, so we're not going to need to come back around here. And you really could have made this not as wide, but I think I'm okay. I think I am. If you are not, you can, trim it down before you glue it on. Oh my gosh, the glue. We do want to make sure this is glued down. All right, I'm going to give this a little minute to dry. I'm going to go wash my hands and I'll be back. Okay, I looked at different things in my stash, like lace. That looks cute, but I think I want to go more for that retro feel since that is the kit that I'm using. And I bought this velvet trim, I think from Amazon. And I also have the Tim Holtz one, but I think the Tim Holtz one is a little too thin. Yeah, it's cute, but I think I like this one that has a little more width to it. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. And the color is pretty spot on to the fabric, which is nice. I'm going to cut, excuse me, I'm going to cut some of this. And I also want to trim off the crinkly part. Like that. And we'll do another one. Again, you pick whatever you have in your stash. I did the pom-poms. I like the pom-pom look a lot. But again, I don't think pom-poms really went with the retro. I guess kind of. But my fabric tack upside down for a little bit, so hopefully it will be a little more cooperative. Do back here. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I'm also going to do the same thing on the inside. Maybe here, do we want this thinner in? Hopefully I'll put this one. Look at this one has the bends. I think I'm going to use this one on the inside. So maybe don't store your your felt ribbon on a ribbon holder, because then it's bendy. I don't know if that will come out. There we go. That's cute. I like it. What do you think? Give that a little to dry. A little time. I think that's good. And then our signatures. Gonna be like that. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. Cute. Alright, next time we're going to sew our signatures in and add buttons to the spine while we sew our signatures in. Alright, I will see you next time for the next step. Have a wonderfully crafty day. Bye-bye.